I'll say this.
Yeah.
With the whole kind of tightening of control and the internet shutting down and closing off to the rest of the world right now in China, then I'm not going to stay here.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind works backwards just for a minute,
We're currently about to ship our bikes off, all the way back to Huizhou. We found this shipping company. It was actually a bit harder than we thought to find a shipping company up here, but this is like a big shipping warehouse. And this is where the magic happens. What they're going to do is actually make a wooden crate for us and send them off. So here they are. It's the last time we're going to see these puppies for a while.
Oh,
Bye
bye, bikes.
Bye-bye. Goodbye, bikes. This is the last time we were going to see you for half a month, apparently. And they've done us well. Hey, Seamilk, did you get the final reading on the odometer?
Can you look at it real quick?
Okay, I will. Right, guys, we're somewhere near Shenzhen, and our bikes are about to arrive. It's been, more than half a month.
It's been more than half a month, and they actually have gone further than we have at this point. Shipped all the way from the northernmost tip of China next to Russia, all the way down here. They said it was going to take between 2 weeks to a month. It's taken about that long.
Yeah, exactly. So
I want to ask you something first, though.
Yeah.
Before we peel open that pack, you know how people love those crazy like unboxing videos and stuff? When we unbox these bikes, what shape do you think they'll be in?
I'm not expecting them to be in great shape because, the little depot that we sent them from, which I do have some footage, I think, somewhere, it was just trash. Like, it was just a funny little place, a funny little warehouse in the middle of nowhere, and they didn't really seem to know what they were talking about, so who knows.
I think there will be a few more dents and dings.
Yeah.
Not from our journey, but from the journey back. So we'll see when we unbox them.
Yeah, I mean, these bikes, they did get quite a lot of wear and tear on the trip, so they needed to be kind of taken care of a bit anyway, and I suspect they're way worse now.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, let's check it out. It's a lovely day, though, isn't it?
Why are we not unpacking our motorcycles? Well, that's because they said they were going to come at 9 a.m. actually.
Yeah, I mean, you were supposed to be in Shenzhen today, filming and off the bikes down there, but because the bikes were supposed to be arriving, and also if they keep them at the depot, we have to pay like 150 RMB a day.
Yeah, it's like $30 US a day to store it there, so we'd have to wait another week, which would end up being quite pricey, so we decided to wait for them. However, we've been waiting all day in the rain, and that's not materializing, but we did have a topic lined up for you guys.
Yes.
The lucky guys.
We keep getting a lot of requests about this, really, and it's about this whole VPN crackdown that's supposed to happen on February 18th, or before February 18th next year. So basically, it started about, actually when we were on the trip, I think. Even.
Yeah. Kept hearing about it over and over again, and incessant comments and people contacting us about the future of our channels.
Yeah.
We actually covered VPNs a million times, so if you don't know what a VPN is, you can go check out our other video.
Yeah.
However, very quickly, everything is blocked in China, about 70% of foreign websites. You have to use a thing called a VPN, a virtual private network, to get over the Great Firewall of China, or the Golden Shield Project, as the government calls it.
Yeah.
That's a quick synopsis. And the government says all the time that they're going to get rid of those.
Problem is that implementing it is very difficult because the VPN companies tend to find ways around. Right now, most of the VPNs are pretty much running, and they appear to be like HTTPS protocol. So if they try to block HTTPS, they just break the internet 100%.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can do it.
That's the thing, is they say that, but what they'll do, and they've contacted, this is what the report has said, and I just want to clear everything up here. This is all speculative. The Bloomberg report came out with this report saying that the government put out an initiative, an order to all of the internet companies, China Unicom, China Telecom, all these companies,
China Mobile,
by February of 2018 to get rid of all of these VPNs, or don't allow them to be able to operate on their provider.
Yeah.
Now, because all these providers are state-owned, of course, that would mean this government mandate is mandatory, right?
Yeah, of course.
Now, what you're saying is it's really, really, really difficult to actually pull off, right?
Correct.
Now, that's the problem, is that what can happen is that a lot of the pressure from these companies that are allowed to operate in China currently for foreign businesses, they have to do trade abroad and all this kind of stuff, kind of operate on this weird gray area. The government knows that they have to be able to contact clients outside of China, so they must be able to use VPNs to get over the Great Firewall. However,
the thing is, there's a thing where you can get special leased lines from the government if you are especially if you're a Chinese company doing work overseas,
Right.
they give you a leased line, but you have to apply for it. It's an official thing.
Right.
And
So
of course,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is that this company, Green VPN, which was a big one, they basically said that, the government contacted us and they said that we have to shut down by February, and this is their initiative, right? This is what's going to happen. So everyone went apeshit, everyone went crazy about this, especially contacting us because we make videos on the internet from
Sure.
China and we have to upload them through VPN. So yes, they have to break the internet to make this happen.
Yeah.
However, they also are able to put pressure on companies that are allowed to currently operate in China. So the mass market VPNs, if this is true, could be shut down in that respect.
yes, absolutely.
It would not affect private things like shadow socks, right?
Oh
or
no,
private
no.
VPNs.
They're supposed to affect every kind
It's
of.
supposed to. I'm saying it would be difficult.
It would be, but that being said, over the last couple of days, all the VPNs have been very difficult to use, and because this is something people keep asking us, what VPN do you use to upload to YouTube?
A lot of different ones.
That's the thing, is we don't use any one specific one because they keep going down and they keep getting attacked and shut down.
At this point in time, I have 3 VPN subscriptions.
Yeah.
And at one point in time, I had 5 because
Yeah.
you're constantly trying things that have better speeds or better security or get past websites and not shut down.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of a precarious situation because you never know when your VPN is going to go out. And you don't realize how much you're going to need one. I have a lot of people that contact me, I don't know about you, they'll say like, well, it's kind of cool. Like, I'd love to get away from Facebook. I'd love to get away from all these annoying like social media posts.
It's not just that though, it's 70 to 80% of the internet. Like, just
It's mundane
stupid
stuff.
things that you would expect to work just don't work. It's so frustrating. I mean,
Right.
come here and you just want to, I don't know, upload to your Instagram, or you want to check out an image or photo or whatever, Flickr, or everything's blocked.
The funny thing is it's like
Google Maps.
Exactly.
I mean,
Google Maps. You can't use Google Maps.
Everyone uses Google Maps, but you can't. You're forced to use some local Chinese version which has no English in it over here.
Right.
You know.
So that's the issue, is that you're not just saying goodbye to social media, you're saying goodbye to pretty much everything.
Actually, Google.
Google services.
You can't even go to Google and-
Phones are
yeah.
completely useless here.
You can't even go Google something. You can't search in Google. It doesn't exist here.
No.
So.
That's just prefacing this with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, what I want to get into is this actually true? Are they going to completely blanket ban VPNs? Now, there just a few hours ago were some articles released by other news sources that said that it was absolute bullshit because the government finally just made a public statement about banning VPNs, right? And they said that this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. Now, the speculation is that either that's not true and they will continue doing it because they don't want the eyes on them, or that they just want to kind of keep everyone quiet and kind of change the whole thing.
Obviously, it's true. First of all, they've been trying to shut down VPNs from day one. They do not
Of
want
course,
people
of course.
accessing, outside of the Golden Shield project. That's just the way. That's why it's there. I
Right,
mean, they
right.
don't want VPNs. That's why VPNs keep going down. That's why the government is always trying to find new fandangled ways to shut down VPNs. It's not because they want them to be there. They
Right,
don't
but
allow them.
devil's advocate here is that why would they allow them to exist currently? Is it, number one, just because they're thwarted by these companies, or number two, and this is what I suspect, the Chinese government or the Chinese economy runs on foreign and Chinese business. You have to have VPNs, like I said, to actually access clients abroad, right? It's a necessity. Like my wife had a VPN sponsored by her Chinese company, and it was totally legal and totally fine. So what would this blanket ban entail? Why is it any different than what people have been talking about?
Because the blanket ban is supposed to prevent any sort of private access to VPNs. What they want is a greater control over the companies and people that can access the internet.
Right.
Because let's be honest, it is the internet. If you don't have a VPN, you only have an intranet here.
Right.
Local Chinese websites work fine. But there's also been a big crackdown as far as foreign media is concerned. Places like Bilibili, AC Fun,
Right.
those horrible websites that steal our videos all the time.
Well, the websites don't do it.
Yeah, well, the people that, the horrible thieves that actually, upload to it. All the videos that are, all the movies and TV series that are international sort of TV series have been taken off. Pretty much like about a week ago or so, they were just all shut down. So,
This is nothing new. And I was leading you into this point. Nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. Whether this is true or not, it doesn't matter because, like you said, VPNs have always been they've always tried to crack down on them, right?
Sure, always try to shut them down.
They've kind of turned a blind eye at sometimes, and then they crack down again. It's just a cycle of life here in China. However, I'll say this.
Yeah.
With the whole kind of tightening of control and the internet shutting down and closing off to the rest of the world right now in China, if it turns out that an average private person can't sign up for a VPN and access any foreign websites, then I'm not going to stay here.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's no way around it, you know what I mean?
I think if that does happen, you'll see a mass exodus of all foreigners, because it's so restrictive that you know, if you're Chinese, it's fine, because, you know, they've made Chinese versions of every popular
don't
app.
discount a lot of Chinese people that use VPNs right now to access foreign media because
That's
they
true.
enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, we're not talking about news and trying to,
No,
you
no.
know, subvert
Just
the
average
powers
stuff.
that be or stuff. Just
Facebook,
being able
Instagram,
to
YouTube.
do anything normal on the internet, you know, being able to use things like Dropbox you can't use.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You know.
Pandora, whatever,
Yeah.
like any kind of streaming, Netflix, like anything that you can think of. We don't want to flog this to death, but basically everybody that's been asking us, "Ooh, what are you going to do? What is this real? Is this going to happen?" It's a battle.
always been
It's
real.
a battle that we've been fighting from day one. You know,
I used to go to across the border to upload
yeah,
your
exactly. I
videos.
used to have to go to Hong Kong and go to a friend's house in order to upload, you know, at some point. Thing is, it's like when I first started YouTube here in China, it actually wasn't blocked.
Me too. I wasn't on YouTube, but
Yeah.
I like to watch YouTube.
Yeah. It got blocked, and then just everything went to hell, and it's been blocked, and it's been such a battle because, you know, I had to make my own VPNs, and they all got blocked, and then, like, you know, you got these commercial VPNs coming along, like, you know, all the great big ones, which
They got
you can go look them up. We're not going to mention them all here, but yeah, they all got blocked, and then some of them found a way through, then they got blah blah blah. It's
There
always
were
been
dark
a way.
periods. Remember, we used to have to send files to friends abroad, and then they'd upload them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
It's absolutely silly. But anyway, if it happens that they do find a way to actually completely block all VPNs, well, just find another way around it. And if there can't be a way found around it, then yeah, like you said, it's just time to
There's no other way.
just
It's not
go
to
somewhere that you can upload. Maybe
I
take
mean,
a holiday every 6 months and go upload
Or
a ton of videos.
blocking the entire internet and completely getting rid of VPNs kind of says something a little bit more than just about internet blocking. And that probably means that foreigners are starting to not be welcomed here. Hopefully that is not the case. Hi.
Well,
Anyway,
guys, we'll keep you updated.
hopefully our bikes show up.
Yeah, and we'll get on them. Hope we answered your question. I know it's a bit vague and silly, but we'll see you guys in the next video. But before we go, anything you'd like to say to our subscribers?
Whether your internet is unfiltered, free as a clear blue stream, or as a muddy, gray, rainy, disgusting day like today, and completely clogged up and you can't see all that delicious social media, I implore you to like, comment, and subscribe.
And whether you're a big fan of internet freedom or some sort of control, you know, that prevents you from seeing what you want to see, we love you all the same. So until next time, you know the drill. Stay awesome.
We felt alive. I remember you. You make me stronger. Can't go without it much longer. Remember.
Our bikes have arrived.
Yeah, Simulca bikes have arrived. Let's get unpacking. And we're wet, obviously. It's raining a lot. Anyway, let's get cracking.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.
Yeah, the boss here. 就是上次一样。The boss kept our gas from when we sent the bikes almost 2 months ago for when we came back. That's
Nice.
really nice.
It was very nice.
Yeah. Cool. Nice.
Cool. See if she starts up.
There she is.
Yeah, obviously
Success.
petrol has to get through, but yeah, she's running. I'm pretty happy about that.